Welcome back, everybody. My name's Aperator54, aka Adam, coach of the Machesney Park Slowpokes, and today we bring you back in for the long-awaited draft analysis for VDL Season 11. It's been a year and a half, probably even 2 years, since this server has done a draft league. I participated last time. We have tiers this time. We have one S tier, one A tier. You get two B tiers, two C tiers, a D tier, and then 250 points to spend on 4 mons. They can range from 100 all the way down to 25. And you have to stay within budget, but you do not have to use them all. This is standard VGC, so there's no sleep clause, that one-hit KO moves are allowed. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a Regulation F, so there's no legendaries or mythicals. But without further ado, this was, I believe, 24 coaches, and I can't remember what pick I was, but it was definitely interesting for me. But without further ado, we are going to hop on in. We took S tier Whimsicott round 1. Sure, having Prankster is incredibly good in this format. Being able to encore anything into a move, especially like Protect, is drastically game changing. But they are immune if they are Dark type. With this whole team roster being Open Terra Preview, I have to be cautious of them terraing into a Dark type. Could be a little interesting there. But other than that, we get Stun Spore, we get Reflect, we get access to U-Turn to pivot out, we get access to Tailwind, which is mainly what this thing is here for. It can even set up Trick Room if needed, but then it is speed handicapped with its attacking moves, but can still spam Prankster. But all in all, S tier Whimsicott was well worth it, and we are going to hop on into Mon number 2. Moltress Galar. Fiery Wrath is a double hitting move, so it's a double chance to flinch. Whimsicott gets Helping Hand to also boost this. I could Terra Dark over the top to bust through steals, plus a Helping Hand, double shot at flinch. Very good. Whimsicott's fairy moves, well, offense isn't the best, so I can even intentionally attack my own Moltress Galar to give it a weakness policy, and then Fiery Wrath through everything. This even gets access to Nasty Plot and Agility, gets access to Rest to get back to full health, and then a chance at Berserk to go off again. All in all, very, very good Mon. Berserk being free is just nasty. And if you get +1 for free and you're spamming into things, it can spiral incredibly well. Granted, it doesn't have the best coverage in the world. It's got like Ancient Power, Brave Bird, I believe Sucker Punch now. I don't know. We'll see what Golters can do. That is my A tier. Next, we got Melodic. Melodic's job is to stop Intimidate spam. Nothing wants to switch into Melodic and Tailwind with a +2 competitive boost clicking Surf. Whimsicott resists, and if you don't resist on the other side, you're getting absolutely nuked. This with Terra is absolutely disgusting, especially with access to a Scald and Recover, and it gets access to Life Dew. I will heal myself and my Moltress Galar for 25%, and if that 25% puts me above Berserk, well, when Moltress gets hit again and it survives, it gets Berserk again. I'll take that. I will definitely take that. All in all, this thing can be a coil setup with Facade, this thing can be annoying and just not die, and it can 1v1 a clutch endgame based off of just what it can do with Marvel Scale and competitive. Melodic is a phenomenal Pokemon, aka Brave. And we are going to hop on into the next one. That was my first B tier. Then we took Kabalion. Uh, Whimsicott still gets beat up this gen. So I can beat up Justified Kabalion to launch a +4 attack move into an opposing team, and I believe it gets Rock Slide as well. Let me double check that. Let me open. Thought I had. Shut on open. Do I get Rock Slide? I do not. It doesn't seem like I get Rock Slide, but I do get +6 Iron Head, Poison Jab, Sacred Sword. Quite a few moves that would literally just bust through. This even gives me access to coaching to beef up the Melodic and the Moltress defense, which is incredibly good. This being able to have access to Roar to stop Trick Room spam is good. Melodic is Dragon Tail. I believe. Does Moltress Galar still get Whirlwind, or is that no? Oh, I do get Tailwind. So my first two mons do have Tailwind. But it's kind of disappointing that I get Stone Edge on Kabalion, but not Rock Slide. Rock Slide would be just absolutely disgusting with Justified. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I can still hammer away at people. This thing having 90 attack and 90 special attack and a monstrous defense stat with 109 speed is incredibly good. And I look forward to seeing what I can do with this thing. That was my second B tier. Next, we have a returning fan favorite from a lot of VGC drafts I do. Toxtricity. Being Terranova Boom Burst is a nuke. Terra Electric Overdrive, nuke. If you don't resist, you're dead. And God, I look forward to using this thing. It's also a double-edged sword, because I'm going to spoil this now. I did not get a ghost type. At least, I did not get a ghost type. So Boom Burst is going to absolutely wreck the crap out of me at the same time as my opponent. So, yeah. I will tear a ghost next to this thing and not die. Let's call it that. This getting access to T-Spikes this gen is kind of fun. I can set those and poison the 2 mons in the back that come into swap. This getting access to Shift Gear is very good. Gunk Shot can be physical or special. All in all, very good. Psychic Noise this gen to prevent healing. I will take it. Toxicity is a whole lot of fun, and that is our first C tier. Next, I believe we dipped into our points. We got huge power Azu. Why not? Let's have double water. This could have been something else, but I decided to have fun and see if I can get Tailwind Azu nuke to go off. Especially with Belly Drum, I was incredibly annoying in Gruesome Team Rocket, which is TGR's format with Azu. And let's see if I can be just as annoying with Melodic and Azu side by side with each other again. And it's just like, hi, I'm here. Azu just does Azu things. This also gets Encore. I have 2 mons now that can Encore lock. I will take it. Actually 3 Encore mons, because Toxtricity also gets Encore. So between Whimsicott, Toxtricity, and the Azu, I can Encore lock people and just be hell of annoying. Azu can also run Paris Song set. If it's their last 2 mons, I can click Paris Song, sack myself. Not even care in the world, and after, if I can survive 3 turns, everything on the field dies and I win the game. We'll have fun with that. I wish Azu got flip turn, but it doesn't. That's kind of... It would have been hella annoying if they did, but I understand why. Next, we hop back into... Oh, Azu was 100 points. of my 250. Next, we hop back into C tier and grab Haxorus. Because one-hit KO moves are legal, I can run Guillotine on this. This is my only one-hit KO user. This gives me access to First Impression. This gives me access to On Nerve, to where my opponent can't eat berries, especially if they have a Resist Berry or Citrus Berry or a Lum. Haxorus just says no. And you just hammer away. This also gives me access to Mold Breaker to stop like Orthworms, Earth Eater, let's see, what else would I bust through? I'm drawing a blank on abilities I can bust through right now. Oh, well, I don't think I get an electric move to go through, besides Thunderbolt, to go through Voltage Zorb or Motor Drive. But Haxorus is here with a monstrous, I think it's 147 attack. This forces my opponent to click Protect or take a First Impression to the face. That is chip that I'll get each time I come in. And then they have to proceed to deal with Breaking Swipe, lowering their attack next to Melodic, which is hella annoying. All in all, it does what it needs to do. And I believe it gets Rivalry as well. If it's the same gender as me, I do 1.5 damage, I believe. And reduce damage if they're female. I don't know if I'll ever run that, but it is what it is. Next, we hop on into D tier. We got Rampardos. This is our first free D tier. Sheer Force is absolutely disgusting. Granted, this is not the fastest model in the world, but in Tailwind, it can hammer away. I had a Dredagon 2 seasons ago when we did it on a few seasons when we were on Sword and Shield, and it got close to 20 kills, and Dredagon was slower than Rampardos. So imagine Rampardos with Stab, Rock Slide, blasting in the face behind Tailwind, or in Trick Room, hammering. And this thing gets coverage galore between Ice Punch, it's Ice Beam, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, gets access to Trailblaze, which is not, does not give you the boost in speed because of sheer force. This also gives another Mold Breaker mon. I can break Earth Eater. I can break Voltage Zorb, Lightning Rod. I can, with Fire Punch, I can go past Flash Fire. All in all, incredibly good. Being able to punch through that, Mons in general is amazing. And next, we pop on into our another D tier for 25 points. We got Flareon. Might as well throw Guts in the mix. Flareon can also be a Yawn spammer, wish support for my team. I can wish Baton Pass into Moltress, take a hit, activate Berserk, heal all the way back up. Now I'm sitting pretty. I actually rather like that idea. It's more beneficial in singles though, because it's predictable in doubles. But Flareon being here for Flash Fire and Guts is nice. I can actually trigger my own Flash Fire and then nuke with Lava Plume, which is kind of funny. I kind of like that I just Fire Punch my own Flareon and then just go. But Terranormal Facade is absolutely disgusting. Terra allows me to run Flame Orb instead of Toxic Orb for Guts. So instead I'm taking 9 HP instead of 9, 18, 36, up to 50% each turn. But all in all, Flareon for 25 points is incredibly fun. Next, we dip into 100 points for Iron Treads. I needed a ground type. I didn't have a steel. Might as well do Iron Treads. This doesn't get Fissure, which is saddening. Be funny to see this do it. But all in all, getting access to Knockoff, Ice Spinner for terrain, getting access to Mega Horn, Iron Head, Earthquake. All in all, pretty good. This next to Moltress forces double pressure, Fire Wraith into Earthquake. They can't resist both. Because the Steel type has to come in to stop Moltress Fire Wraith. And Earthquake just absolutely body bags that. So all in all, synergy between those two is very good. Treads can also Volt Switch for momentum. And yeah, all in all, not bad, not bad. So I had 25 points left. I figured let's give another mod a try. What other, let me see. I know it gets guts. But what are the other abilities? Okay, we got Ursaring. We've got On Nerve. So we have double On Nerve on the team stopping berries. That can be massive if it's resist berries. And we have Quick Feet. This thing gets 1.5 speed if it's status. And it gets guts. All in all, that's not bad at all. What is your attack stat, Mr. Ursaring? A whopping 130 attack. Same as Flareon at 130. And I believe they both are the similar speed. Nope, 165 and 155. So all in all, my team's somewhat fast, somewhat slow. I am kinda a tad prone to incredibly slow Trick Room, but they also have to survive a hit to get that off. But I can also combat it with the priority I have and the bulk I have. So we'll see how this team goes. But back to Ursaring. It gets coverage galore. This skin gets Earthquake, CC, Facade, Crunch. Gets access to Trailblaze. Gets access to Swords Ant and Belly Drum. Access to Bulk Up, Rest, Sleep Talk. You name it, this thing can do it. So this thing around, no intimidators in its way in Tailwind is absolutely hammering away. And I believe I get Rock Slide as well. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to use this team. I play my first game Friday, I believe, and I get to play an Iron Valiant team. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a little bit of a squirrely matchup between me and them, which is their name. But all in all, tell me what you think of the team down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And enjoy. And stay tuned for week 1 when I upload that later on this week. Peace.